Hello and welcome back to another episode here on our Minecraft survival series. I have something exciting to show you guys right here behind me. As you can see, in between episodes, we have been working on a bit of progress on our mega base. Now, today I'm going to try to not really focus on our mega base as much because this house project has been getting a little bit repetitive, I think, and maybe too much to show in these episodes. But I do want to show you some of the things that we have been working on in between episodes here. Now you can see the house looks slightly different. I don't know if you can really tell, but we have been working on slowly adding this copper around the outline of our roof, and that way it'll match better with some of our other builds. As well, I have cut out some windows in this side building and added this whole big section up here that kind of jut outs to make this a roof section and this shape much nicer. Now, I will continue to work on this house in the background as we are working on the rest of the stuff for this episode, but I think that this is time to start working on something else. Oh, and before I get too carried away, you can see I also have been changing this front shape of the building as well because I added on this little section here with a nice leveled out roof. From on top of our iron farm here, you can see kind of that little roof sticking out over there where our front door is, as well as the rest of the house and this shape that's coming along. I think this thing looks quite nice, but something that doesn't look as nice here is our front yard, and it's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but if I just kind of step out here, you can see this is actually pretty empty and pretty plain Jane. Now, I was looking at our friend Jetpack Bear's house over here, and you've just got to check out some of these details that he's been working into his build. If I just zoom in, you can see his little house and his garden and a new build popping up in the background. But I love all the little details, the beehives and the sugarcane, the bridges, all that stuff. It makes his place look like it's alive. And then if you look over on our little island, yeah, things get a little bit more plain Jane, and especially as you come around to our house. And that's one of the big things that this suffers from. Of course, this doesn't have any of the details yet, but even the surrounding area looks quite lacking, and I think we can do much more. So one of the things I would like to do is start sprucing up this area a bit. Now, I don't know what I want it to look like yet, but I think I have some ideas for maybe upgrading this bridge, kind of finally tying in our subway into a little bit of a nicer design there. Maybe we put some gardens, maybe some rivers, maybe a bridge, maybe some trees and some foliage, but I think it's time that there is some decoration that comes along in this area anyway. And additionally, you can see that our armor has been going down very slowly over the last 7 episodes, and we have basically nothing left. My helmet broke, my shoes broke, and all my tools keep breaking as well. So we do need to do a bit of diamond mining, which I had mentioned in the previous episode as well, that is something that is on our roster up and coming. But a little more exciting than diamonds, you may remember that in a previous episode, I showed off this guy over here. Now, this obviously is a slime chunk, as well as one that we found down over this way. Now, both of these have been sitting here unused and not turned into a farm, and so I think I would want to get started on some farms as well. So maybe it's these slime farms, maybe it is a cactus farm, but I do want to start doing some of that stuff in the background while we continue to work on our house project as well. So that is a couple of ideas for this episode. Now let's just jump straight into it.
Sorry. Hello.
Hi, all good. You ready to do a portal shenanigans?
Dude, I'm so ready to do portal shenanigans. How should we go about doing this?
Easy peasy. Let me just come over to you. Okay, so let me just teach you how to do this so now you know.
Please, yeah, thank you.
So grab 10 obsidian and a flint and steel.
Have it? Oh, have it?
Okay. And then let's go to your overworld portal.
Do I go in?
Okay, so no, what you do is you pull up your F3 menu.
Okay.
And you stand, like, without going into the portal. You just recognize, okay, so what's the chords there? Then you take those coordinates and you
Divide them by 3?
divide them by 8.
8.
So negative 125, 213 by 125, 101. So congratulations, welcome. If you see the ghast, shoot him.
Oh, I don't have anything to shoot him with. That's awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, you already built a path here.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Got him.
Sweet. Now another hub.
Yeah, so now those chords that we just wrote, we have to find.
There's
So
portals everywhere. Holy smokes, I didn't realize there's so many.
So right here, right? I think that's it.
Okay.
Place the first obsidian. And then we'll just place the next one there. And then
Up.
build a portal.
Let's go one more. I can't remember. Oh, I see.
He'll hit you if you don't
What
have
did I
gold.
do?
You don't have gold.
I don't. What if you hold a gold bar?
I
A
think
gold
it's...
ingot.
I don't know.
I think that works. Because they'll want to trade with you, right? See if this, if that'll help you if you hold that in like your other hand or something.
Here.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful. That's a lot.
Let's see what's going to happen with this guy.
It's gonna be nice to you.
Nope, nope. he's
Nope.
still gonna
Nope.
attack
Oh,
me.
and he has fire aspect. Oh. Awkward. Okay, well, hopefully you can get out. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, the nether has gold now?
Yeah, but you can't
is
mine
that
it
a-
near those guys, otherwise they'll start attacking you even if you're wearing gold.
Thank you so much for telling me because I was about to. But quartz is safe. Oh, what? Oh, this is my silk touch pick. Oop, that's awkward.
Oh, he instantly turned into a zombie pigman. Interesting.
Cool, I'm making my little path super unique with a cobblestone.
Nice.
Yeah. I know, I'm pretty original. Well, thanks for helping me set that up. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Now my quartz, and I can make my sheep farm.
So, isn't that super easy?
That is so easy, dude. Thanks for showing me.
Yeah. I should also set up another portal for my base. Well, that was always the plan. I just didn't have a room for it yet because none of the rooms are designated. I don't even have a storage space yet.
I feel like such a noob.
You seem like such a noob. It's crazy.
Ouch.
I'm like, what the
What
heck?
the heck?
This guy,
What the
like,
heck?
this guy like doesn't know what he's doing at all.
Dude, it's been a minute since I played Minecraft, and there's a lot of new stuff, okay?
Like more than a minute, apparently.
Wow. Brutal.
Okay, so to get started here, I've kind of done two things already. So the first thing is, you can see I've built a big wall all the way up around our slime chunk here, and I have gathered a bunch of resources. Now, this is twice as many resources as what is required for the original farm, because I plan on doing it for both chunks, including this one over here as well. But I first just want to try getting one off the ground up and running. So you can see inside here, I've started to clear out all the way up top as well. In the original tutorial, it says that you are supposed to dig down to Y level 20. Now, we are much below that. And what I have seen from what I have looked up on Google is basically that slime spawn anywhere below Y level 40. Now, I think the reason that he wants us in the tutorial to only go down to Y level 20 is because those are the chunks that are loaded when we're up on the surface. But because I have seen slime already spawn down here as well, even when we're up on the surface, I think I'm just going to start building our farm here on this level. And of course, we can always add extra layers, even if they're redundant, just to play it safe. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to start building a couple platforms here and build all the way up until we get this chunk kind of sorted out, and then we'll move on to that other one and start clearing it out as well. So let's do that in the form of a time lapse. enjoyed that little time lapse there. That was with the replay mod, which I haven't used before, so I hope everything worked out how it was supposed to. I'm not fully sure if this thing is going to work as we hoped. You could see I was having some troubles over there with the water, and I had to push back the wall. I didn't realize until the end of the video that these need to be 3 greater than the whole actual size of the chunk so that full-sized slime can spawn. But if everything went according to plan here, this thing is actually already fully operational and working, which is great. I just sat up top in my house there for about 5 minutes, and we've got a little bit of slime, which is actually a really good sign because that means that while we're working on our house and other projects like that, this thing will slowly be able to start gathering up some resources, kind of like how our iron farm has been doing that the whole time. And other than my little slip up there, not realizing that I needed to carve out a much larger section at the end, this was actually a quite easy farm to build because most of this area was already cleared out for us in this cave. Now, if it needed to be higher up, and if it just so happened that I was closer, or if my house was a further distance away from where this cave was, it might have been more annoying because this chunk might not have been loaded as often. But I think we got lucky, and because of this big air gap, we've actually been able to throw this thing together pretty easily. Now, in the future, we might go ahead and build another one over here right away, but I just want to just AFK this guy maybe for an hour or something like that and just see how much we can get. But if it's not very efficient, and if that height is a problem, we could actually build this one much closer to the surface as well, which may create more space for us to be able to get a higher rate of slime, or maybe if it works out well on this level, and if this height is actually a good one for our general normal area of work, then maybe we'll just build another farm here as well. Of course, because all this area has been cleared out, it obviously won't be a huge hassle to have to mine out all this deep slate and everything like that. So yeah, let's do an AFK sesh and just see how this thing works across the next hour or so here. And oh yeah, I also got a couple diamonds and some gold and iron and stuff like that in the mix here, so that's a nice little bonus as well. But yeah, before I get distracted, let's do a quick AFK session. I'll just pull out all of this slime here, and we'll see how much we get in 60 minutes. Alrighty, so I just finished our 1 hour, give or take, AFK session up top in our house there. Actually, technically I was standing just outside of our house, but I think I was standing as close to above our farm as possible, which we could build a little AFK tower or something along those lines if we actually want to AFK. But I don't think the main point is taking time to sit and wait for slime anyway, because we don't have a huge need for them. But regardless, if this thing is working all the time, now we kind of have an idea of what some of the rates would be if we do take an hour or so to get some slime here. So I've got my fingers crossed that we're looking at a big haul, but let's see. We're in this thing together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, so excluding these 34, because I pulled those out beforehand, we are looking at just almost, what, 3.5, almost 4 stacks here per hour. So that's not bad, actually. I'm pretty happy with that, because if we make that over into slime blocks, I think we're going to have more than enough for all the things that we're ever going to need or want, considering I don't actually have any purposes or plans for our slime currently. Yeah, so okay, I'm super happy with that farm. Let's just move on to the next thing.
Oh, you're here?
I'm here. Where are you?
Thank you, sir. I'm on the roof.
This is sick, though. Like, what?
Thank you.
What?
Yeah, it's way wider. So like this way is long and then this way is wide in my head, and it's way wider than like the build I'm following. So I'm improvising the roof. So I don't care if it looks bad at the top, as long as it looks good on the sides. I'm happy.
So
Yeah.
have you ever made a sheep farm before, or are you just
No.
kind of going off?
This is my first time.
Rather than getting a whole bunch of dye and then dyeing your wool, you can just dye your sheep.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I just don't have dye yet.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay,
I mean,
okay.
I have some flowers, but like I want to get all the dye first.
Yeah.
So I
So
want to make it look nice first.
so you're only doing, what is this, 8?
No, I'm doing all the dyes, so 16. I'm gonna transition this into like a basement. Like I don't
Oh,
want
I
to go higher
see,
because it's
I
already
see.
freaking high. So I'm like, okay, I'll just make it go
Yeah.
down.
And then you're stockpiling.
Oops.
Yeah, so because we have so much iron, you can fill all these dispensers with like 9 shears, and then it will go much longer.
No, it's literally perfect.
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you see my house from here?
Wow, look at that. Oh, the wheat farm expanded too. Oh my gosh.
No,
Wait, no,
the
it
the
didn't.
wheat farm's the
That's
same.
always been there.
But like, okay, so this is the thing I want to work on in this episode is all of this area up front is just so naked.
Mm,
So I don't know if
okay.
you
Oh
remember me
wow.
saying I was like, it doesn't look so hot. But
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
now I think it looks much better.
Oh
I added a
my.
little thing.
Wait, no, this looks awesome. What? Dude, this looks so good. It looks like it looks like a hotel. That's kind of the vibe I get from this. Like
Well,
just from
okay,
here, like all like the different sections, like it just looks like some cool giant hotel.
yeah, the windows and stuff are making it look a little interesting too. When we properly
Hmm.
put in the windows, we'll break up those giant slits, obviously. But I don't
Yeah.
know if you can see that one big chunk that comes off the roof there. That's a new addition.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say, I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that
yeah.
looks really cool. It makes it like because all these sides are facing us, right? That like definitely adds more depth,
Depth.
I guess.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think I might even do smaller ones on these side roofs, but I guess we'll see. Yeah,
Wow, dude, it's coming along.
I know, I know.
That looks great.
Now I just need to put it on the walls and furnish the thing.
But like my plan for this is like kind of make it like an industrial kind of district, I guess. So like there's gonna be like animal farms and stuff. And then on this side, looking out into like our ocean kind of thing, I want to have like shops. So what I'm thinking, because this is kind of like a ravine here, I want to like clear all this and then have like a little like shop or maybe like a cafe thing going down into like this cliff face here and like windows like looking
are you
out.
gonna sell me stuff?
I don't know. I haven't thought of a shop yet. Honestly, I'm gonna make like I guess like a cow farm or something or pig farm, whatever I find. And then
I mean, if you sell food, I might buy it because I'm literally living off of so much bread right now.
well that's my thing too. I want like meat, so I might make like a cow farm or something. But like it's a farm, so it's like you can just come take it is the thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Unless you do pre-blessed food. If it
What?
comes with a package
Oh,
and you say pre-blessed, I don't know, you might be able to charge a premium for that, you know?
hey, you never know. You never know. We'll see what I cook up.
Pre-blessed. Something that's super crazy is if you go to your statistics, you can see all your items and stuff, and you can see how many times you've used or broken or placed something.
Mm.
So I've placed, or no, I've crafted, let's see, times mined, times used. I've used a diamond shovel 36,000 times.
Oh my gosh. Like that means
And
like that's how many blocks you broke?
yeah, and I've crafted 35,000 dark oak planks.
Wow.
And I've placed 36,000 and 25,000 spruce planks. So
That's awesome.
my house uses 25,000 spruce planks, give or take,
That's crazy.
because that's pretty much the only thing that I've really built. That's also something else I want to do. Go to the end, get elytra, things like that.
Me too. That would be nice.
But we're like very early game right now, I feel like.
We are. And like it's crazy because it's not usually like this. Like usually people just rush to the end. And that's kind of what I love about this because it's like yeah, people are playing Minecraft to rush through nowadays and it's like that's not the point of it.
No, like my diamond armor is fully broken. I got no boots and a golden helmet right now. Like, yeah.
Borrow some diamonds if you want.
No, I need to go diamond mining pretty bad, to be honest. I
Yeah.
used up all of mine just repairing these tools, building this house. But yeah, so that's the thing. Like, if we go end game and like go get elytra and shulkers and stuff like that, that'll be awesome. But it's just like, it's weird because they're doing big building, but we're not end game anyway. But
Yeah. It's funny.
okay, so unfortunately, we are running out of time in this episode, so I'm not going to have time for much more. But a few things have happened since the last one, like this glass you may be noticing here. One of the things that I'm trying out is trying some vanilla tweaks texture packs. And since I'm not using Optifine, I don't have to connect a glass texture. I was trying out some new textures. And some of them I like, and some of them I'm not too sure about yet. So, for example, the spyglass now has a bit more of a transparent side, and I love my spyglass. I really enjoy using it. So, little tweaks like that will be nice. I've also downloaded some 3D textures, so things like sugarcane and ladders and our rails will have a bit more of a 3D look to them now, which I think is just a nice little added bonus. Not required or anything like that, of course, but something that will look a bit nicer, I'm hoping. And something else is that I did a mining session in an attempt to get diamonds, and we did get, in fact, 29 diamonds. Now, we lost our sword and we lost our chest plate, and I had to create new boots and a helmet. And sadly, yeah, we are up to 6 deaths, which means now we have surpassed Jetpack Bear, which is kind of sad. I guess I was a little overconfident when I went to go do some diamond mining, and I didn't realize or expect that I would actually die so quickly. So I had to build a shield. Oh, and I didn't even really realize I was wearing this shield because one of the texture changes is that it is actually lower down here, so it covers less of the screen, which is kind of nice as well. So I guess maybe in the next episode, it would be a good idea to probably get some actual good gear, maybe netherite, and start upgrading some of our stuff to a bit of a more end game goal, shall we say, because I do think that it should be time to get going to the end soon, getting shulker boxes, elytras, and things like that as well. And I think I am starting to feel pretty ready to get to the more end game content of this game, because we've been having fun running around, but this is taking a lot longer to do some of these basic tasks than I think needed. So I think that's a good plan for our next episode as well. But in this one, I am happy and glad that we did finally get to make that slime farm up and working, because now that is operating while we're just hanging out here in our house up top. But I do think that's going to be it for this episode. I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. There are a few of you that have been sticking around, hanging out in the comments in every single video, and that is super encouraging and super inspiring to me. You guys make this way more fun, and I always look forward to seeing what you guys have to say and your thoughts and feedback on the builds as well. So until the next episode, I can't wait to see you in the next one.